For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 15 of Season 2 here at Roma. We have a game in the Coppa Nazionale for the first time this season. We follow that up with a game against Atalanta in Serie A. We're of course on the hunt for the Serie A title, but we do need to turn things around. We've slipped and dropped a couple of points recently. Also, Juventus just don't stop winning, which hasn't helped. There's been a big call in the comment section for this window to bring in a new winger. We have a very strong defence now, but I haven't been getting the performances of Under that perhaps recently we have wanted from him. It's been pretty underwhelming, no pun intended. So I've added a number of names to the shortlist as per your suggestions in the comments of the last episode. The most popular being Bailey, Deulofeu and Malcolm. I was thinking, or I am still thinking, about signing someone like Bailey or Malcolm for the Southampton series when we come to spend on forward players again in that series, but it's the defence that really needs firming up in that series first. So I would be open to bringing someone like Malcolm or Bailey in this series as well, to maybe also sign them a little bit later on, or one of the two, perhaps the other one of the two, in the Southampton series. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this window. Not yet sure what Bailey's valued at. Deulofeu is 36.5 and Malcolm is 44. Now, at the present moment in time, we have £24 million in our transfer budget, but wages aren't going to be too much of an issue with regards those new signings because, actually, I don't know what Deulofeu is on, thinking about it, at Barcelona. He's on 185 grand a week. That might be a problem. But Malcolm's on 58. Again, not sure about Bailey. And a younger option, Federico Chiesa, is on 57, but he's not really going to be much different to Under. So what I might do is maybe sign Chiesa in Southampton, or consider signing Chiesa at Southampton. But Deulofeu, I think, is going to take a back seat, but Malcolm is definitely a potential. It's the wages that would be an issue here. But if we can use Strootman in part of any deal, then it certainly can be done. So I'm going to go in and try and buy both of these guys, and we'll see if we can actually get anything over the line. If we can, great. If not, then we'll have to rethink, and maybe we may not even get anyone in this window. But of course, Kevin Strootman is someone I'm very, very keen on moving on. But they're looking to bring in a left back. Now, I'm not looking to sell a left back, really. I have Marcelo, Emerson. Would I consider letting Marcelo go only after 6 months at the club? If it meant being able to bring... Right. I don't want to pay that sort of money. I'm willing to offer... I mean, Marcelo's valued at 32 million. So he's valued at almost as much as... Oh, actually, it's still 12 million short as Malcolm. Let's offer 22. See if they'll come down from what they previously said. Okay. Malcolm's a definite possibility. Gerard Deulofeu then. Okay, right. It's Gerard Deulofeu. Offer player swap. If I can get Strootman out the door, then that would be preferable. But obviously, please say you want a left winger. Perotti. We're looking to sell Perotti. Right. That would be preferable. I mean, Marcelo could stay. I currently can't afford that. But what if I offer 22 for this one as well? Go on. Say yes. Okay. Okay. How about 27? If I can, I'd probably prefer Malcolm, but you see that I can afford. I'll counter a little bit less. Let's try 27. Just mainly for wages, more so than anything else. Right. Deulofeu and Malcolm, transfer terms agreed. I'm going to go play Udinese, so we at least have some gameplay in today's video. There will be a vote in the top right. Click the little eye symbol. Who do I sign? Malcolm or Deulofeu? Bear in mind, before you vote, this is the last season at Roma before we start the road to glory. So, and I am open to signing Malcolm at Southampton in the other career mode ongoing on the channel. Personally, I'm leaning towards Deulofeu. He's not a player that I would look to use in another series and would be an improvement on Under. Malcolm obviously is a great player, but would we get more out of him in a different series? It's up to you though. The decision that you make will be enacted in tomorrow's episode, but for now, I'm going to go and play Udinese. We'll advance as far as the game against Atalanta. If I can play that game without losing the contract talks, then I will do so. But so we have 2 games today, but we'll have at least this one game and then we'll just play it by ear. Vote. Let me know in the comment section which way you voted. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of this season at Roma or any of the Southampton stuff that's going up as well. But for now, it's copying out Nazionale time. Wanyama across to Under. Place in the first team is now very much under threat. There are so many puns I can make with the with the name Under and Under, but I'll try and refrain from here on out. But his position in the team is being questioned currently. Fred will look over the top here for El Shaarawy. Now, can I bring this down ahead of the defender? Yes. There's Sanabria breaking in. Just try a bit of footwork to turn past the defender. Look to bend that in the top corner, but Karnezis makes a very good save. Sanabria with a throw. Undo brings it down. Perhaps not the best of opportunities to cross there, but somehow it's worked. We haven't scored though. El Shaarawy will turn, try and get this back into the middle for someone to poke home, but it's cleared away. We're putting them under a lot of pressure here, Udinese, but I haven't been able to squeeze my opening goal yet. I'm actually very hot, so I'm going to take the hoodie off. Sardar out wide to Rodrigo de Paul, nicely around the corner, but mopping up there is Jose Maria Jimenez. Antonio Florenzi back in the starting lineup now. You guys actually spotted before I did that he was back from injury. I got into such a routine of just playing Carstop at right back, I forgot to even check whether Florenzi was even fit and available for selection again. So thank you for pointing that out to me. And Florenzi is now back in the starting lineup and will effectively, hopefully, resume his previous good form. Lasagna into Sardar and Marcelo's there to... I say to clear away, but there's a foul given or an offside in there somewhere. We'll stay at 0-0. Marcelo. Back there to Wanyama, to Nangolan. Wanyama again. Nangolan again, quickly forward to Sanabria. Nangolan's made the run. Oh, he's tearing the defence. A new one here. It's a good save by Karnezis again. El Shaarawy does brilliantly. I could go solo, I could pass. In the end, I chose the wrong option in trying to lay the ball off to a teammate. Perhaps should have tried to whip that in the far top corner. Never mind. We will learn from that. Next time I find myself in a similar position, I'll try and bend it for a goal for El Shaarawy rather than looking to lay it off to a teammate in a decent position. Get that quickly into Sanabria here, and I couldn't quite sort his foot work out in time, but El Shaarawy will cut inside again, and this time maybe could go for the run and the goal. Oh, but misses by a whisker. Win that header, please. Well up, Jose Maria. And Golden gets it under control. Sanabria is looking to make a run. I'm not sure whether I can find him. I can now. And again, the defender has been shaken by good footwork. Do I let that go for a corner? I'm not actually going to get it, am I, if I let that go? Squeeze it back into Marcelo. There's the delivery. Under at the back post. Can't win the header. Karnezis keeping Udinese in this. Very good goalkeeper, actually, on FIFA at least. I haven't seen much of him in real life on loan at Watford in this season in real life. Obviously, this being season 2 on FIFA. He's now back at his parent club. And I was hoping his first touch had taken past the defender there, Sanabria, but that's not quite worked. 10 minutes to go till half time. Still 0-0 in this Coppa Nazionale tie. Fred. El Shaarawy has been heavily involved in everything that's gone forward for us today. And I tell you what, their number 3, Samir, cannot cope with Sanabria. He's turned him so many times in this first half already. El Shaarawy will whip this corner in. It's a good delivery. Wanyama looking to get underneath it, but got held up by a couple of people in the middle. Nonas will keep the move alive. And again, we'll look for Sanabria. Again, he gives the defender the slip. And this time finds the back of the net. Lovely finish from Antonio Sanabria. Roma 1, Udinese 0. We are wanting to win the Coppa Nazionale this year, as well as mount a Serie A title challenge. And scoring goals of that quality means we stand a good chance of both. Here's Janko stepping in field. Get the tackle in once, but missed the ball at Kerf's feet. Oh, Sada, good first touch. Lays it back, 1-1. Udinese fighting back. Lasagna with the goal. I seem to remember a high-score draw last time we played Udinese. In fact, was Udinese the game where I went 3-1 down and then Raja Nangolan came back and scored 2 very, very late goals to give us a 3-3 draw? I think it might well have been. Well, they're back level on this occasion. We'll have to go and get ourselves in front again. Kerf. Oh, it's a lovely through ball to Janko. They're in here. Udinese went for the shot. The secondary effort was well saved by the goalkeeper. I don't know why I ended up turning into Elmer Fudd there, but Fred will get this out wide here to Marcelo. Now drill it down the line to Stefan El-Shaarawy. Work it inside to Sanabria and return the ball. Get round the corner maybe. That's not quite going to happen, so we'll do this. Drill it in. And Wanyama, I'm trying to shoot. There we go. Just out-muscling the defender, using his strength, and it's into the back of the net. Roma 2, Udinese 1. Check with a throw for Udinese. Back there to... didn't quite see his name quickly enough to be able to read it. Sanabria. Under's looking to get in behind. I see, took a... Never mind, maybe I was thinking slightly overly critical of him there. He took a touch before darting inside. I want him to dart inside with his first touch, but it's fine. We've still got the chance on goal. El-Shaarawy will look for Sanabria. I'll flick that round the corner looking for Nangolan, but it's well cut out by Kerf. Still 2-1 to Roma. Would very much like to get a win here to send us through to the next round. Marcelo. Into Fred. Wanyama. Squeeze it through that gap maybe. It wasn't meant for Nangolan, but play the 1-2 with Fred. Maybe a 1-2-3. What a goal this would be! And it is a third. The 1-2-3 leads to the third goal. Roma 3, Udinese 1. A little bit of daylight now between us, but we have to be wary. As we mentioned earlier, they had a similar scoreline against us earlier on in the season and pulled it back. And I pulled it back, so I don't want to let them do to me what I did to them. Time to firm up defensively and ensure that we get this victory. There's Lasagna in behind. Lovely turn. He's got options. Barak, oh, he spun on that very quickly. Rifling it towards goal. I made a triple substitution. See if that affects the game in any way. That's going to be brought down by Janko, but what's he going to do with it? Lays it across. Pellegrini very nearly cuts that out. Lasagna, their only goal scorer to this point, trying to set himself up for an assist perhaps, but Fairman catches that well. If I can bowl this out quickly, we might be able to catch him on the counter and put the game beyond any reasonable doubt with a fourth. I was hoping Undo was going to dart forward, but he's just quite happy to sit and jog there. Now he makes the run, but there's not really the opportunity to play it to him anymore. Iturbe around the corner to Pellegrini here. I've got plenty of people with me. Got that back there. Iturbe to Nangolan. Through to Pellegrini. Oh, off the base of the post to deny us what would have been a very, very nice fourth goal. Undo showing some good strength there, though. We'll whip it looking for Sanabria. Can he get there ahead of the keeper? The answer is no. Wanyama could get to this and then win that header. He has done, but he's only knocked it down to an Udinese man. Jimenez. Florenzi says Pellegrini, Ches, well read. Iturbe could go for the 1-2. To be fair, Scenario could have been in there as well. I go across goal. It's a beautiful finish from one man. Well, Iturbe. We're turning up now. I just need to make sure that I carry this form over into the league for the rest of the season. And then hopefully we'll be able to close the gap on Juventus at the top. 4-1. Janko with a dink ball over the top. Barami wins the header. In behind again here, Valeron Barami. Whips it to a man that's completely free at the back post, and Lasagna brings it down and really should have scored. Still might. Hits the post. Still could go in. I don't know how that hasn't ended up in the back of the net. It still could if Lasagna can find the ball into the back or into the box. And how has the defender not got onto that? I want to see a replay, please. Well, that's not exactly the replay angle I was hoping for, to be completely honest. At all. But never mind. All right. 4-2. What happened there? There's the final whistle. It was practically the last kick of the game from Udinese that brought the second goal for them. A 4-2 win for us. Very, very pleasing. Now we will advance, like I say, as far as the Atalanta game, unless it's going to negatively affect, unless the players are going to pull out because I haven't offered them a contract, basically. I'm not sure whether it's one leg or two, thinking about it, in the Coppa Nazionale. I can't remember from last season, so I'm waiting until it loads, which it eventually will do. There we go. Loads of my inbox with nothing in it. Cheers. And we'll see if it's actually 1 or 2 legs. And it's just the one, which is good news. And actually, another game's been scheduled against Lazio there. So I'll save it just in case it does cancel the talks, which it shouldn't do. And we'll advance as far as Atalanta. And if we can play it, then I will. And we'll see what happens with regards your vote. If I can't play the game against Atalanta, then I'll take your vote on board before playing that game and reload the save to ensure that we get the transfer done. But it's not too long. Pretty sure they should be able to wait just a few days. Okay, good. Oh, I did panic for a little bit there. Transfer for Lorenzo Pellegrini of £37.4 million. No. Pellegrini stays. Thank you very much. Looking forward to contract negotiations. So yeah, you see they're saying, I need to decide on my future very soon, basically. So they will pull out if I don't do it sooner rather than later. Hopefully we can get this game against Atalanta played first. And the answer is, please don't let me... Oh, it's just one email, so it shouldn't be. The Brazilian international manager's job. No thanks. Sorry, lads. Right, I'll save it again just in case. Better safe than sorry. And we'll go and play Atalanta. That's just in case we come back after the game against Atalanta. And then I come back to email saying, we've pulled out of talks because you took too long. They shouldn't do, but it gives us a fallback just in case. Heading into Atalanta, we'll see what happens. Iturbe's down here on the right-hand side. I've made a change to my front three. And Ezequiel Ponce, very nearly, gives us a 1-0 lead. I'll quickly show you that change to the front three. Ponce, De Frel and Iturbe in. And Fernandez is in as well at centre-back for Jose Maria Jimenez. Just plays a little bit tired from the previous cup game. But he should be able to deal with Atalanta nonetheless. That's where you have strength in depth at a top-class club. Fred in there to Ponce, who's turned well. Is that a foul? It's not. And he's also injured. Great. Well, that's not gone well, has it? And he's going to have to come off too. It really hasn't gone well at all. Well, we are now down to just the one first-team striker because Schick is also injured, isn't he? So hopefully Ponce is not out for long. I say one first-team striker. I've still got Gregoire de Frel that can play up top, who I'm utilising out wide in this game. So it's not the end of the world, but it is a bit of a setback. Straight to Sanabria. Can we utilise that? You've just run offside there, Iturbe, annoyingly. Never mind. Worked this about well. Sanabria, how have I still got the ball? I don't know. Sportiello with a save. Should have drilled that low, but never mind. Corner to come in from Belgium. From our Belgium. Good save, but the keeper no off the top of the bar and over for a goal kick. Through the gap. Gomez. Very difficult player to play against. And proving it just here with his ability to elude everybody and find a good pass. Challenge Marcelo. Wonderful tackle that has... Natural... No, never mind. It hasn't set up a counter-attack. Oh, but it might do. Sanabria steals that away. El Shaarawy drive past the defender there that was just motionless, just waiting for something to happen. I keep saying El Shaarawy. It's Iturbe. I'm so used to having the same players in my starting lineup that I keep saying Iturbe and El Shaarawy. No, oh my god. You know what? I give up. My brain ain't working right now. I'll have that, thank you. Oh, Iturbe. Superb footwork to keep that in. Sanabria spins well too. I'll go out wide here to Iturbe. I've got Gregoire de Frel at the back post, but I'll just lift it in there and then Golan with a header, but that's wide. Over to Cornelius. Great hold-up play. Ilicic looking to burst in behind. I've got to be careful here with the ball out wide. I'm trying to force him into that because it's the least threatening option. Well, that is a finish and a half from Josip Ilicic. I should have known better than to let him turn inside on his left foot, shouldn't I? Gorgeous finessed effort. And he's bent that right into the far top corner. Stunning finish. We're 1-0 down here against Atalanta. We have dominated the game to this point. Sportiello's been putting in a performance. And their front line taking full advantage. 37 minutes in. 1-0 down against Atalanta. De Frel. Sanabria. Golan. Sanabria. Get past him. Not going to be able to. Gregoire de Frel is there. Drill it into the box. It's going to drop free and Marcelo will get rid of it. Very composed defending from Atalanta there. Can I steal it off him though with Gregoire de Frel? I can. Legally done, despite the fact the men on the sidelines were calling for a foul. I want to get it pushed through centrally. There's Fred making a great run. Under control and Fred! Oh, Sportiello saves it onto the bar and it comes back straight to him. Unbelievable. Turbi into Nangolan. Wanyama first. Defrel is slow in catching up with the attack, but is now here. Steps inside on his left. There's the equaliser. Gregoire Defrel doing well. Pick the ball up. Pick the. Okay, don't pick the ball up. I need a win, really. I can't afford to just celebrate and skip and move on. How many times do I have to press a bloody A button? Right. I've got 23 minutes to get myself an equaliser. Not an equaliser. A goal to go in front. That was the equaliser. Oh, I'm all over the place. Corner for Atalanta. Not long after we scored our equaliser, actually. If they score now, I'll be very upset. But they haven't. So maybe I can go up the other end and make them very upset. Let's try. Oh, I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. Now, no! I put the pass at the wrong time! Fuck my life. Cornelius across to Ploski. Good tackle by Florenzi. Out wide here to Gregoire Defrel. There to Sanabria, play over the top to ensure that Iturbe gets to it. Scored a good goal in the last game. Can he pull us in front? No! How has he saved that then? Oh, 17 minutes to go. Still looking for that goal to go in front. Helps that around the corner there to Fred. Turns inside. Fred! No! Come on! What's the man got to do to score a second goal against Atalanta? Very close to giving up here. Actually, going to look for Sanabria who's onside. That's what you got to do to score a second goal against Atalanta. I can't afford to drop any more points. It was vital that we got ourselves in front. We have done, at last. Here's a Kone, driving forward. Pellegrini put the tackle in, but don't foul him. That was the referee there, to be honest, when they passed that back, but it's not. It's an Atalanta man. Can I steal this off him? Don't give a foul. Don't give a foul. Don't give a foul. Thank you. Right. Make it 4, Ches. Make it 4, Ches. Make it 4, Ches. Or 3. 3. For some reason, my brain thought I was 3-1 up already. I wasn't. I am now. There's the final whistle. A 3-1 victory against Atalanta. Very pleased to have come back in that second half and gotten ourselves the win. Very pleased indeed, actually, and quite relieved. If they'd have gotten a 1-0 win with only one shot on target, I really should have shot myself into draw against Juventus. Both title rivals drop points against each other. Huge result. Massive result. I might even actually have favoured Inter winning that game. But Juventus dropped 2 points. We gained 2 points on them. The gap is now 7. 19 games played. They're still undefeated, Juve. 16 wins in 19 games. But the gap is now 7 points at the top of Serie A. And they've scored not nearly as many goals as me, but they're the closest of anyone else by a margin of at least 5. And they've conceded 11 goals. How can you only concede 11 goals in 19 games? I don't know how the AI does that, because I can't defend to save my bloody life. But it's a win for us, and those emails are Ponce's out for 3 months. Well, that's bad news. That's very bad news. But the good news is that we've played Atalanta, and the 2 players in question with regards to the new signing, De La Feu and Malcolm, haven't gone, we're pulling out of talks. So I'm going to save it here. We'll end the episode here, vote, and I'll sign a new player tomorrow. Thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you later.